Hello everyone, this is going to be another Starcraft 2 video, and I guess if you read the title of this YouTube video you know exactly what I'm going to be up against. I was thinking of not revealing it and doing it from my perspective just to see if you guys could figure out what I was up against, because I sure didn't know what it was. And this will actually be the first time I'm facing carriers, and yeah, I can't really talk too much about the effectiveness of carriers because honestly, this is the first time I've ever seen a player even make one of them. But, yeah, it gave me a run for my money, and I definitely wasn't prepared for it, and I really had no idea how to handle it, so it's going to be interesting, at least. So this is Metalopolis, and I've spawned in at 12 o'clock as Terran, and the 2 o'clock we got the Protoss opponent. As per usual, I'm just going straight into my fast expand build. This is a 4-player map, and there's no early scout in my base. I'm not too worried about him being here in close proximity. And if I haven't been scouted yet, I'm probably not going to get proxy gated either. So I feel pretty safe going just to the fast expand. And if you see here, he's actually walling off, completely walling off his front door solid, with a forge and a gateway. And heading out to the 6 o'clock base to build his expansion. And I guess this is a pretty early Nexus, by the way, almost as early as my command center. It's a little risky on his part because I haven't even scouted his base yet, so I could run into this expansion before his main base, so it might be easy for me to find. And in fact, with the direction my scout is headed, I will be running into it first. I'm guessing he chose this location, maybe because it's hidden, but also because he can probably wall off this ramp just as he did this one here. So he spends his first minerals on getting a cannon up for defense, I suppose, and then now a cybernetics core. I was interested in range cannons. 7. It's a little tricky to do with cannons. If you do it one notch behind a gateway, then it makes it impossible for roaches to get at it. The roaches come right up against the gateway here and try to attack, and they won't be able to reach the cannon. And at the same time, if they stand back here and try to pick on your gateway, your cannon's still in range to kill the roaches. So it's a good defense versus linged and roaches. Forces them into tier 2. Of course, that's completely irrelevant to this matchup because I am Terran. And now a 3rd expansion. This one is kind of in a hidden location. This isn't somewhere I would typically check. I've never actually looked at this replay yet, so I'm a little curious about how he did this. Couple of cannons deeper in his base. I guess he's worried about a drop. He's really going for no gateway units whatsoever, so this is definitely like a straight tech to carriers. Not really spending his chrono boost. So as I suspected, this is not the greatest player in the world, because honestly any decent Protoss player I know would probably never make carrier rush. But his carriers are a lot like Starcraft 1, I find, where in small numbers they're really only good defensively. They're almost like a siege tank on defense. But once you get that to that critical mass, they can be quite the devastating power offensively, especially when you can abuse ridges like this. Because they have a pretty far range. They got a range of I can't see it right now, but I think it's 8. 1 second. Yeah, they got a range of 8, and then the other nice thing is they can, while they're backing up, their interceptors will still be attacking whatever they targeted. So they're pretty good for kiting. And I'm just sending out my factory on a little patrol, looking for expansions. I I did spot that probe, I believe. Actually, I may not have. I may have missed it. I really gotta get better at watching the minimap, I find. I left a bunch of marauders behind for some reason. That wasn't smart. Taking the Zelnagas. I did scout this base early, so I know it exists. And he's completely walled this solid as well. Funny how he has all these gateways and their only use is just to be walls. Yeah, I still have all those marauders behind. Not smart. So this is my typical mid-game push going up here. I did scan his Stargate, like the first one, but I figured he would just be going for Void Rays, which never came. So I was definitely confused what was going on here. And here we go. I was able to at least snipe one carrier, but that was it for my Marines now. So this missile turret's taking down the interceptor counts, but he's able to remake those pretty quickly. So at the same time, I'm just sending out all my marauders. I have an old video where I was getting smoked by Void Rays, and yeah, if you got marauders sitting around, you may as well throw them on the offense. So there's no good sitting at home trying to defend carriers with marauders. So now his carrier count is up to 5. I don't think I saved my command center, did I? No, he sniped it. Fortunately, since their gold phases are so close, he was able to pull back very fast here. So I decided to just make this a suicide force and yeah, attack its carriers with my Marines, and then try to take out this Nexus with my Marauders. So I did lose everything, but I was able to take out a Nexus and get his carrier count down to 4 now. So not bad. He hasn't really been getting that critical amount that I thought. This base I have no idea exists, so that's unfortunate. Although I really should have been tipped off by the fact I got a Marine right here to just watch these 1,000 probes run by. Back into my base he comes. Oh man, didn't even see that I had a ghost either. Nice CMP would be sweet on this. 150 shields each. It'd be 600 damage if I hit those 4. Oh well, at least he's shooting some interceptors. I did get this. Air turrets are not that great versus carriers because they're outmaged by them. But at least it kind of keeps this area protected and it keeps his interceptor count down. And now I've just pumped out Vikings, which I should really put to use on something better than interceptors. There we go. And I'm actually going to attempt to kite carriers, which is not actually possible, but I have no idea because of that, because I have never faced carriers before. Yeah. Every time I attempt to kite, I'm losing one Viking. I noticed interceptors immediately send out to attack. I remember in Starcraft 1 they kind of span out and then come into attack, so you have that like 1 second window where you weren't doing any damage. So that's a nice little buff to them now. And 3 more added to the mix. Run away!